For you guys out there looking for a robust work shoe that is ASTM rated, I'm going to do a teardown of the Buster. This is the Buster Low by HOSS Boot Company. They also have a Buster High, which is a high top version of this. This is ASTM rated. It has a carbon fiber nano toe, and it is slip resistant on the bottom. It's got some cool technology. We're going to do a deep dive once I get the razor blade out. This comes in sizes 7 to 20. Widths, you're looking at a 2E, 4E, and 6E. This is specifically designed for you guys out there with wider feet. In fact, if you look at the toe itself, again, this is a composite toe. They had to specially make this Bubba toe in a wider width for that ASTM protection. It has a flyknit upper that's going to make it lightweight and breathable. You're looking at a fully guarded toe and heel section. So you got extra robust rubber buildup there for additional protection and for strength. You have a really strong heel counter. Why is that important? You want the back of the shoe to lock your heel in so it doesn't slide around. Anytime we get a lot of movement of the feet within a shoe or boot, it's just going to create extra wear and tear on your feet, and that's why you end up tired throughout the day. Additionally, this has their iWow and their fast rebound. First, let's talk about the first fast rebound insole. This is a really good quality insole. We have 2 millimeters of thickness up here in the metatarsal and toe area, and then you're looking at 4.445 millimeters back here in the heel. So it's nice and thick. It's also got a really nice heel cup on it. And again, we want to lock that heel in place so that when you're moving throughout the day and walking, you don't want your heel sliding around. This is going to lock it in. And then we'll talk a little bit more about the WOW comfort system they have in here when we do the teardown. This is a hook and loop system. So for you guys that maybe have some issues bending over, or you just don't like laces because they're kind of a pain in the butt, hook and loop, really nice, gives you a lot of opening, and you have full tongue access. So as far as being able to slide your foot into the shoe, you have a lot of access here. It's just going to make it much, much easier for you throughout the day. Additionally, on the inside, the midsole section here, you have a composite shank. What that's going to do, it's going to create extra rigidity through the midsection. We don't want the shoe to bend here. We do want it to bend at the toe section so you can walk real easy, and we don't want the shoe to twist. This is really important because this is the foundation that you're walking on. If your shoe is twisting and bending on uneven ground, just imagine the extra wear and tear and work that your ankles have to do, your knees have to do, your hips have to do. It comes all the way up. By having a good supporting shoe, you're just going to feel like you have more energy at the end of the day because your feet and your body isn't having to work extra hard. All right, let's go ahead and tear this down. This is my first time doing it. I'm a little nervous just because this is such a robust shoe and I'm not sure the blade is up for it, but I am kind of curious to see this inside. It looks like we have all fabric on the inside here. It has a nice padded heel in the back, and then you can see the really thick foam that you have in the tongue. It's just going to give you extra cushioning throughout the day. All right, I had some hard time getting through this heel counter, and it feels like, can't tell if it's plastic. They've got some reinforcement in here. Here we go. Got the foam. This isn't coming out. Feels like plastic. So you have a plastic reinforcement in the back here. That is going to be nice. I think this is the first shoe that I've seen that's got this plastic reinforcement. That's going to help the heel from breaking down over time. And again, just creating that extra support that we want to have in work shoes where you know you're going to be on them all day. It is really, really important to have extra structure in the shoe so it doesn't break down. This is going to be fun. All right. This is a rubber sole, and it is very durable, or And I thought I'd just replace this blade. But this is struggling. There we go. I think part of it is I'm hitting that. Part of my struggle here is I'm when I get to the the middle of the shoe, I'm hitting that composite shank that's in here. No, I think I'm gonna cut. This is a pretty thick sole. See if I can get this wow. So this wow system is an actual rebound foam. It's not rebound foam, but it provides an extra couple mil of cushioning. I believe it might actually be a closed cell foam. So it's going to be a little bit more durable. What I mean by that, it's going to be a little bit more denser. It doesn't need to compress as much as the insert does. The insert's going to be the softer. Think of it as springs. The insert is going to be kind of a softer spring, and then this is going to be a harder spring. Kind of give you a two-tone control, if you will. Trying to get this out so I can see how far I've actually cut through on the bottom. Oh, look at that. All right. This is a cement glue. So what I mean by that is where the upper meets the actual sole and the mid, it's going to be cemented on. So if you're in any type of environment around chemicals or anything like that, this is not a good shoe because it will separate. Getting that blade in there really made a difference as far as cutting everything out, which was nice. Now getting around those Bubba toes is going to be a whole nother story, I think. All right. Whew. All right. This is one big chunk of, I don't know if this is all rubber. A lot of times they'll use PE. Oh, here we go. Yep. All right, the midsole itself looks like it is EVA. It's a little bit firmer than I'm used to for an EVA. However, this is going to be more robust versus, say, an athletic shoe. An athletic shoe, you definitely want it to be lighter. You definitely want more cushioning. But I believe this is an EVA midsole, and then we have the rubber sole itself, which is slip resistant. All right, so that's that. And then let's go, what damage we can cause here. This is that iWow cushioning that you're going to get. Most shoes, all you have is your insert, and that's it. After that, it's going to be pretty hard and stiff. You get additional cushioning here with this iWow system. Again, it's designed for shoes that you're going to be wearing all day long. Oh, finally, woo! All right, this is that carbon nanofiber Bubba toe that I was talking about, and notice how wide it is. This is very robust, and one of these days we're gonna have to take a hammer to this, see how it holds up. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the Buster Low. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to leave those down below. If you find this type of content valuable, let us know by leaving a like, and of course, you can always subscribe to the channel.